Alex Car Doctor back again with another video for you guys today. This is an informative video. Today's patient is a 2020 Chrysler 300.
She's sexy now. Look at that, 2020.
She's a beauty.
I mean, I would ride it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
for sure.
I don't know. It's got Pentastar.
It's got it got to have the 392 in it.
Yeah.
It has the 3.6 Pentastar. Like I told you guys, I may name my channel 3.6 Pentastar because these engines truly keep me in business. Not knocking them, they're very good engines, but you have to baby them. See a lot of issues out of the oil cooler. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. The oil cooler sits down under the intake in the valley of the engine where all that heat is. And guess what they decide to make it out of? Plastic. So that's the problem. That's the failure point. It's plastic. Plastic in that much heat will warp. And when it warps, it starts to leak oil, leak coolant. Sometimes I've seen them explode and people blow head gaskets from it. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I actually have another part. Should I show them now or should I just wait till I get this one off?
You can show them now. Okay. I mean, we have.
So I have a Dorman part here. Make sure you get Dorman. I'm gonna post this in my what is it, description? It didn't even come with little seals and I think screws. This is a very nice kit. The screws are somewhere. I'm gonna find it later. So this is your oil cooler. The only thing you can see on the vehicle is the top portion of it. The filter goes in. You know, this is the filter housing right here, and coolant flows through here and cools the oil cooler. So what's the beauty about this is it's all aluminum construction. Aluminum does very good with heat.
This is an upgraded version, right?
Yes, it's a very nice upgrade. So I highly recommend doing, if you go in with a new oil cooler, get the aluminum, even if you have to order it offline. And I think it's cheaper too. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and pull this one down and show you just side by side comparison of, you know.
And again, plastic. Folks, this is not a tutorial, but we do have tutorial videos on the channel, and I'll put a link in the description and up on the screen. We even got his brother doing his own oil cooler, so if he can do it, you guys can too. So if you want to learn how to do that, make sure you check that video.
Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome. I'm gonna let you get to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get to it and bust it down, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, I just got everything cleaned up. As you can clearly see, this is what it's supposed to look like, cleaned up.
I missed what it looked like. What did it look like?
It's just oily. Well, you can't really tell because when you come up with the oil cooler, it's a good idea to drain your coolant too. It just reduces the mess. But when you go up with the oil cooler, it's gonna dump oil, a lot more oil in the valley. So it helps to have some type of shop vac and some,
which we have.
Yes.
Right there.
And some brake parts cleaner and just clean up everything. Now I get a lot of flack behind doing this. Guys, I like to leave my intake ports open. Everybody got their way of doing stuff. I just kind of wanted to address that real quick. I don't close them up like normally mechanics. They'll put like a towel or a rag or put tape over it. I don't feel it's necessary to do that because I'm not leaving my area. And I always make it a habit to check back into my, before I put the intake back on, I always check down into my intake ports to make sure there's nothing dropped down in there.
To each their own.
Yes, to each their own.
And then some people, the people who do the rack thing, they forget it's there sometimes.
I've seen that. So, they will stuff the rack down in there and crack the engine up and a rag gets sucked into the engine.
So to each their own, just be mindful of what you're doing.
The only way I would do that if I'm leaving the area for an extended period of time, because I don't know, some mechanic may not like me and dump something in my engine. No, I'm just playing.
Who wouldn't like you?
But anywho, good people, this is the oil cooler I was talking about earlier. So the cooler part is the only aluminum part on this piece. The rest of it, as you can see, is clearly plastic. I think they truly designed this stuff to fail. To be honest with you, because they could have did this from the factory. I don't know. Fiat, get it together. Yes, Fiat. Well, Fiat owned Chrysler back. Dang, babe, do you know when Fiat sold Chrysler to Stellantis?
I don't know the deal. If you know, comment below.
Yes.
I think, did they just make themselves Stellantis?
No,
I don't know. But it's
I
Stellantis now.
don't know. But I know Fiat had them a long time. And I have to tell a lot of my customers, like, yeah, that's a Fiat you're driving. This is no longer American made. So, oh, that's why it's so complicated. But yes, you can order this. Now, the years may be wrong. It may say this is up to a 15. That's fine. As you can see, it's clearly the same piece. The only thing you'll be having to switch over is the oil pressure sensor. This is the oil pressure sensor from that one. Same exact thing. Fitment is not gonna be an issue here. This is a lot better design. I've changed them out in the past and had no issues whatsoever. If I owned this vehicle and if I had to put my wife in this vehicle, this would be the first thing I do. I wouldn't wait to go out. I would just change it. What you think, babe? I take care of you pretty much.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I try to. I can't have my wife on side of the road.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I gotta stay with you. You know, look, if we ever get divorced, I'm gonna put that into the decree. Judge, he need to fix my car. Period.
I would do it too.
But I'm gonna be with you forever.
You can have everything, but you have my YouTube checks. Yeah,
I
I'm saying that on video, so you could.
Mrs. Car Doctor in the house.
Yeah,
but
you
nah.
you can have all that.
This is my boo, y'all. But anyway.
I ain't going nowhere. It's cheaper to keep her.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna go ahead and put this back together and wrap up this video because, like I said, this is not a repair tutorial today, guys. If you want to see it, I'll put it in the link somewhere. I just wanted to show you that and give you a tip that, hey, when you have to replace it, do an upgrade, please. It'll save you in the long run, especially if you want to keep your car.
Is this does it have a failure point on this?
Yes, this plastic piece. This is what ruptures, because coolant goes through this. And I had a customer. I think I made a video about this. It had a big hole in the side of it. It was a Durango with a blown head gasket. A real good customer of mine. And I know I've told her plenty of times before, if the car's overheating, just stop. And if it's smoking, don't try to make it. Because guess what? That smoking may not be coolant. Your car could be on fire. You're just driving along and it could be safety related, guys.
One more question we get a lot of. How much does this job cost?
I don't deal with the prices no more. I know I've been saying that a lot on my comments.
Well, I do, guys. It's about $700 to $800. Of course, that's depending on the shop, their labor rate, and where you are in the United States. Some states
So I'd
shops.
say about, depending on where you get the parts from, source the parts, I'd say between $500 to $800.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good figure.
Intake has to come up. Make sure you guys are replacing the intake gaskets
Very important.
when you do the job. Like I said, if you want to see a full tutorial, it is on the channel.
Yeah, my wife gonna hook you up. She's gonna post it. She do all my editing and stuff. So
Yeah.
give a shout out to her. Make sure you hit that like button for my wife. Like always, guys, if you want to buy me a beer and if you like this video, hit that super thanks button. I really appreciate that. All right, good people. I will see you guys on the next video. Alex the Car Doctor.